If you're here to fall asleep, you're in the right place. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to tell you boring stories about observatories and stargazing, in the most soothing, peaceful way possible. Get comfortable. Lower your volume. Dim your screen, or turn it off completely. You don't need to stay awake for any of this. In fact, falling asleep is exactly what these stories are designed for. We're going to visit 6 places where humans look up at the night sky. Ancient observatories. Modern telescopes. Quiet places where the stars feel close enough to touch. Let's begin with something simple. Your breath. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Let your body sink into whatever is supporting you. The bed. The chair. The floor. Let gravity do its work. You don't need to hold yourself up. Just let go. Now breathe with me. In through your nose. Slowly. Filling your lungs. Hold for just a moment. And out through your mouth. Long and slow. Again. In. Drawing in calm. Drawing in peace. Hold. And out. Releasing the day. Releasing tension. Releasing everything. One more time. In. Deep and full. Hold. And out. Surrendering to this moment. To this journey. To rest. Good. Let your breathing return to its natural rhythm now. Easy. Gentle. Like the slow turning of the earth. Like the patient movement of stars across the sky. Tonight we travel to 6 observatories. 6 places dedicated to watching the heavens. From ancient stone circles to modern telescopes on mountaintops. From deserts to islands. From past to present. You don't need to remember the names. Don't need to follow every word. Just let the stories wash over you. Let the night sky carry you into sleep. Our first observatory waits on a mountain in Hawaii. Above the clouds. Where the stars shine brighter than anywhere else on Earth. Let's go there now. Story 1. Mauna Kea Observatory. You are driving up a mountain. A volcano. Mauna Kea. The tallest mountain in Hawaii. Not the tallest from sea level. But from the ocean floor. From base to summit. The tallest mountain on Earth. The road climbs. Switchback after switchback. Higher. Always higher. The vegetation changes as you rise. First tropical. Lush. Green. Then less green. Then almost nothing. Just volcanic rock. Red rock. Black rock. Bare. You pass through clouds. Literally through them. One moment you are below the cloud layer. The next you are inside it. White everywhere. Fog. Moisture on the windshield. Then you emerge. Above the clouds. And the world transforms. The sky. Oh, the sky. Blue. So blue. Darker than normal sky. Because you are higher. Less atmosphere. Less air to scatter the light. The blue is deep. Rich. Almost purple at the edges. And below you, a sea of clouds. White. Fluffy. Extending to the horizon. Like an ocean. But soft. Silent. Still. You are on an island. A mountain island. Rising from a sea of clouds. You continue driving. The road is paved but narrow. You pass a sign. 13,000 feet elevation. The air is thin here. You can feel it. Each breath brings less oxygen. Your body has to work harder. You feel slightly lightheaded. Slightly dreamy. It is not unpleasant. Just different. Like being in a different world. The summit approaches. And there they are. The observatories. A collection of white domes. Scattered across the volcanic peak. Each one housing a telescope. Some small. Some massive. All pointing at the sky. All waiting for nightfall. For the stars. You park. Get out. The air is cold. Shockingly cold for Hawaii. The wind blows constantly. Strong. Cutting. You pull your jacket tighter. But you are not here for comfort. You are here for the sky. For the view. For the privilege of being above most of Earth's atmosphere. Where the stars shine clearer. Brighter. More true. The sun is setting. You watch. The sky changes. Orange. Red. Purple. The colors are intense. Vivid, the thin air makes them sharper. More defined. The sun touches the sea of clouds. Sinks into them. Disappears. And then, rapidly, darkness. Not complete darkness. Not yet. There is still light in the west. A glow. But overhead, the first stars appear. Bright. Steady. Not twinkling. That is the key. At sea level, stars twinkle. The atmosphere makes them shimmer. Here, above most of the atmosphere, they are steady, constant, pure points of light. More stars emerge. More. The sky fills with them. Hundreds. Thousands. The Milky Way becomes visible. A river of light across the sky. So bright. So clear. You can see structure in it. Dark lanes. Bright patches. The core of the galaxy. Glowing. Magnificent. You walk slowly. Carefully. The volcanic rock is uneven. Sharp. You find a flat area. Sit. Lean back. Look up. The sky overwhelms you. There are too many stars. More than you thought possible. More than you have ever seen. They fill every space. every gap. The constellations are hard to find. Not because they are not there, but because there are so many stars. The familiar patterns are lost in the abundance. You find Orion. Eventually, the 3 stars of the belt. Bright. Clear. From there you trace the rest. The shoulders. The feet. The sword hanging from the belt. But around Orion, around every constellation, hundreds of other stars. Stars you have never seen. Stars that only appear from dark places. From high places. From places like this. The cold seeps in. Through your jacket. Through your pants. The rock beneath you is cold. Volcanic rock. It has been cold for thousands of years. It will be cold for thousands more. But you do not move. Cannot move. The sky holds you. Captivates you. Makes everything else irrelevant. An hour passes. Maybe more. Time behaves differently here. Above the clouds. Under the stars. Your eyes adjust fully to the darkness. And the sky grows even richer. Fainter stars emerge. Stars you could not see at first. Now visible. Just barely. Delicate points of light. Whispering of distances so vast the mind cannot truly grasp them. You think about light. About how starlight takes time to travel. Years. Decades. Centuries. The light you are seeing now. From that star. Left that star before you were born. Has been traveling through space. Through the void. For longer than your lifetime. Just to reach your eyes. Tonight. Here. On this mountain. You are seeing the past. When you look at stars. You are looking back in time. The present moment. Up there. Has not reached you yet. Will not reach you for years. For centuries. The stars you see now. Some of them may not exist anymore. May have burned out. Exploded. Collapsed. But their light continues. Racing through space. Will continue for millennia more. Long after the star itself is gone. This thought should be sad. But it is not. It is comforting. Light persists. Continues. Even after the source is gone. What we put into the universe. What we create. What we send out. It continues. It travels. It reaches places we will never see. Times we will never know. But it goes on. It matters. A meteor streaks across the sky. Bright. Fast. Gone in a second. Then another. And another. A meteor shower. You had forgotten. Tonight is peak viewing for the Perseids. Or the Geminids. One of them. You do not remember which. But here you are. Witnessing it. From one of the best places on Earth. The meteors are not constant. They come in bursts. 5 in a minute. Then nothing for 5 minutes. Then 3 more. You watch. Patient. Each one a small gift. A brief bright line across the infinite dark. You notice other things. Moving lights. Satellites. Dozens of them. Crossing the sky in straight lines. Constant speed. Constant brightness. Unlike meteors. Unlike planes. Just satellites. Human-made. Circling the Earth. Reflecting sunlight. Even though down here, down at sea level, it has been dark for hours. Up there, where the satellites are, the sun still shines, still touches them, turns them into moving stars. You see the International Space Station, brighter than the satellites, moving faster, crossing the sky in just a few minutes. People up there, right now, orbiting, looking down, seeing Earth as a whole, seeing borders as the artificial things they are, seeing one planet, one home, fragile, beautiful, hanging in the void. The cold becomes too much. Finally, reluctantly, you stand, stiff, chilled. You make your way back to the car. Start the engine. Turn on the heat. But before you drive away, one last look. Through the windshield. Up. The stars remain. Constant. Patient. They will be here tomorrow. And the day after. And 1,000 years from now. Long after you. After everyone you know. After human civilization. The stars will shine. Indifferent. Eternal. Perfect. You begin the descent. Down through the darkness. Down toward the cloud layer. As you descend, the air thickens. Breathing becomes easier. Your head clears. The dreamlike quality fades. You are returning to the normal world. The world of air and warmth and humanity. But you carry something with you. The memory of the sky. The stars. The vastness. The perspective. You are small. So small. But you are part of it. Part of the universe looking at itself. Atoms that were forged in stars. Now conscious. Now aware. Looking back at the stars that made them. Let that thought carry you now. Into sleep. Into dreams. You are stardust. Literally. The calcium in your bones. The iron in your blood. The carbon in your cells. All created in the cores of dying stars. Billions of years ago. You are the universe. Experiencing itself. Knowing itself. Rest in that knowledge. That connection. That cosmic belonging. The stars watch over you. As they have watched over every human who ever lived. As they will watch over every human yet to come. Sleep now. Under the stars. Always under the stars. Even when you cannot see them. They are there. Shining. Constant. Eternal. The Mauna Kea sky holds you. Gently. Completely. Perfectly. Story 2, Jantar Mantar Observatory. Jaipur, India, 18th century. You are in India. Rajasthan. The desert state. The city of Jaipur. The pink city. Where every building is painted terracotta pink. By law. By tradition. Creating a cityscape unlike anywhere else. But you are not here for the city. You are here for the observatory. Jantar Mantar. Built in the 18th century by Maharaja Jai Singh II. A king who loved astronomy. Who loved mathematics. Who loved understanding the cosmos. He built 5 observatories. Across India. This one. In Jaipur. Is the largest. The best preserved. And it is extraordinary. You enter through a gate. Into a large open courtyard. Walled. Contained. And inside. Structures. But not buildings. Not telescopes. Something else. Something ancient. Something that looks like abstract sculpture. But serves a precise scientific purpose. These are instruments. Astronomical instruments. Made of stone and brass. Huge. Some as tall as buildings. Each one designed to measure something. To calculate something. To track the movement of celestial bodies with incredible precision. It is evening. The day has been hot. Scorching. Indian summer hot. The kind of heat that makes everything slow. Makes every movement an effort. But evening brings relief. The temperature drops. Still warm. But bearable. Pleasant even. The light is golden. That particular evening light that photographers love. Everything glows. The pink stone of the instruments. The pink walls. The blue sky above. All painted in gold. You walk among the instruments. Slowly. Taking time to understand each one. To appreciate their purpose. Their beauty. The largest is the Samrat Yantra. The supreme instrument. An enormous sundial. The gnomon. The part that casts the shadow. Rises 90 feet into the air. A triangular wall of stone. Steep stairs climb it. Railings on either side. The shadow it casts is massive. Falls on a curved marble surface. Marked with precise gradations. This sundial can tell time accurate to 2 seconds. 2 seconds. From a stone structure built 300 years ago. You climb the stairs. On the gnomon itself. The steps are steep. You hold the railing. Climb carefully. Higher. Higher. At the top. You are level with the surrounding buildings. The city spreads around you. Pink roofs. white monuments, green trees. In the distance, hills, forts on hilltops, Rajasthan landscape. Beautiful, ancient. But what strikes you? What makes you pause? Is the perspective on the instrument itself. From up here, you can see its geometry, its precision, the perfect curve of the arc below, the exact angle of the gnomon, every measurement deliberate, every surface calibrated. This is not decoration. This is science. Mathematics made physical. You descend. Move to another instrument. The chakra yantra, a device for measuring the declination of celestial bodies. It consists of 2 large metal rings, circles, 12 feet in diameter, mounted on axis. They can be rotated, aligned, to track the position of stars, planets, the sun, the moon. You touch the metal, warm from the day's sun, smooth, polished by centuries of hands, of astronomers, of students, of visitors like you, all touching, all wondering, all trying to understand humanity's ancient quest to know the heavens. The sun sets rapidly, as it does near the equator. One moment it is day, the next it is dusk, the next it is night. The instruments change in the changing light, become mysterious, monumental. The shadows deepen, the angles become stark. Lights come on, not modern floodlights, softer lights, placed carefully, illuminating the instruments from below, creating drama, making them look even more like sculpture, like art, while still being pure function, pure science. You find a bench, stone bench, carved, worn smooth. You sit, look up. The stars are beginning to appear, fewer than on Mauna Kea. This is a city. Light pollution dims the sky, but still, the bright stars shine through. Sirius, Vega, Arcturus, the planets, Venus, Jupiter, bright enough to overcome the city glow. You imagine the astronomers, 300 years ago, working here, night after night. No electricity, just oil lamps, or maybe just starlight. Naked eye observation, using these massive instruments to track celestial movements, to predict eclipses, to create calendars, to understand the clockwork of the cosmos. They were good at it. Incredibly good. Their measurements, their predictions, rival those made with modern instruments. The accuracy they achieved, with nothing but stone and brass and mathematics and patience. Humbling, inspiring. You think about the Maharaja, Jai Singh too. He could have spent his resources on anything. palaces, armies, luxury. But he chose this. Chose knowledge. Chose understanding. Chose to create tools for studying the universe. This was his legacy. Not conquest. Not wealth. But observatories. 5 of them. Scattered across India. All still standing. All still teaching. What drives someone to this? To dedicate resources, time, energy, to studying the sky. What is it about the stars that calls to humans? That makes us look up. That makes us wonder. That makes us build. Maybe it is the mystery. The unknowable vastness. The questions without answers. Where do we come from? What is out there? Are we alone? These questions have no easy answers. May never have answers. But we ask them anyway. Build instruments to ask them better. To see farther. To understand more. Or maybe it is simpler. Maybe it is beauty. The night sky is beautiful. Undeniably. Objectively. Beautiful. And humans respond to beauty. Seek it. Create it. Preserve it. The stars are beautiful. So we watch them. Study them. Celebrate them. A cool breeze moves through the courtyard, carrying scents. Jasmine from somewhere. Incense from a nearby temple. Dust from the desert. Spices from street vendors. India smells. Complex. Layered. Rich. You hear sounds. Distant traffic. Honking. The constant soundtrack of Indian cities. Voices. Hindi. Rajasthani. Conversations. Arguments. Laughter. A temple bell. Ringing. Marking time. Marking devotion. But here, in the courtyard, among the instruments, a pocket of quiet, a refuge, a place where the ancient and modern coexist, where science and art are one, where humanity's noblest aspirations are made manifest in stone. You stand. Walk to the Jai Prakash Yantra, the most complex instrument. 2 hemispherical bowls, sunken into the ground. The inner surfaces marked with precise scales. Crosshairs of wire stretch across them. This instrument could find the position of any celestial body. Any time. Day or night. With remarkable accuracy. You look down into one bowl. The night sky reflects in it. Distorted. Curved. But recognizable. You are looking at the sky. And at its reflection. Both at once. Above and below. Real and mirror. The same stars. Twice. This is what Jantar Mantar does. It mirrors the heavens. Brings them down to earth. Makes them measurable. Knowable. It says that humans, small as we are, brief as we are, can understand the cosmos, can track its movements, can predict its patterns, can participate in its eternal dance. You spend another hour walking slowly among the instruments, touching them, thinking about the people who built them, used them, maintained them for centuries, thinking about the sky above, the stars that guided travelers, marked seasons, inspired poetry, and continue still, constant, patient. Finally, you make your way to the exit. Look back one last time. The instruments stand, silent, powerful, waiting. They will be here tomorrow, next year, next century, doing what they were built to do, measuring the heavens, connecting Earth to cosmos, human to stars. Let that connection stay with you as you drift into deeper rest. The stone instruments under the Indian sky, the careful measurements, the dedication to understanding, the beautiful union of science and art. Sleep now, knowing that humans have always looked up, have always wondered, have always sought to know the stars. You are part of that tradition, that ancient quest, that endless curiosity. The Jantar Mantar sky holds you. The instruments watch over you. The cosmos continues its patient turning. All is measured. All is known. All is as it should be. Rest in mathematics, in precision, in the beauty of understanding. The observatory blesses your sleep, with angles and arcs, with knowledge and wonder, with the peaceful certainty of celestial mechanics. Sleep. Story 3, Stonehenge at Solstice. Salisbury Plain, England, prehistoric. You are in England. Southern England. Salisbury Plain. A landscape of rolling hills. Grassland. Few trees. Just open space. Sky. And wind. Always wind. And in the middle of this plain, stones. Ancient stones. Arranged in circles. Standing upright. Massive. Mysterious. Stonehenge. You have seen pictures. Everyone has seen pictures. But being here, standing here, is different. The stones are larger than you imagined. Heavier. More solid. More real. They have weight. Presence. They command attention. Demand respect. You are here for the summer solstice. The longest day of the year. When the sun rises at its northernmost point. When daylight stretches longest. When ancient people, thousands of years ago, gathered here. For reasons we can only guess. It is late evening. The solstice dawn is tomorrow. But tonight, the twilight is long. So long. Because you are far north. In summer, the sun sets late. rises early. Darkness is brief, shallow, never complete. You walk among the stones. They allow it. On this night, usually tourists are kept at a distance, behind ropes, behind barriers. But tonight, for the solstice, they open the site. Let people in. Let them touch the stones. Stand among them. Experience them as they were meant to be experienced. The stones are rough, weathered. Lichen grows on them. Green, orange. The surface is pitted, worn by 5,000 years of weather. Rain, wind, ice. Sunday. Each season leaving its mark, adding to the patina, the texture, the character. You touch a stone. It is cool, dense. Sarsen stone, a type of sandstone. Local, from nearby. But these stones, the smaller stones, the blue stones, they came from Wales, 200 miles away, transported somehow, 5,000 years ago. No one knows how. No one knows why. But here they are, standing, waiting. The arrangement is clear even in its ruined state. An outer circle, large stones, lintels connecting them, creating doorways, frames. Inside, a horseshoe of even larger stones, trilithons. 2 uprights with a lintel. Massive. The largest stones weigh 50 tons. 50 tons. Moved. Lifted. Placed. With nothing but rope and wood and human muscle. And determination. And purpose. People gather. Hundreds of them. Thousands maybe. All waiting for dawn. For the moment when the sun will rise precisely through the center of the stones. Along the avenue. Through the heel stone. Into the heart of the circle. A moment that happens once a year. That has happened for 5,000 years. That will happen for 5,000 more. There are druids. Modern druids. In white robes. Performing ceremonies. Chanting. Drums beat. Steady rhythm. Deep. Resonant. People dance. Slowly. Moving around the stones. A human circle echoing the stone circle. Present echoing past. But you do not join them. You find a spot. At the edge. Sitting on the grass. Away from the crowds. Where you can see the stones. And the sky. The vast English sky. Twilight deepens. But never becomes true dark. Just deep blue. Indigo. The stars appear. The bright ones. Venus. Jupiter. Mars. Vega. Arcturus. Not many. The latitude. The twilight. The summer. All conspire to keep the sky light, to blur the line between day and night. But there, to the northeast, in the direction the stones point, in the direction of tomorrow's sunrise, there, the sky is lightest. Already, even though dawn is hours away, the sun, just below the horizon, sending light ahead, announcing its return. You lie back on the grass, look straight up. The few stars visible, the deep blue, the space between Earth and cosmos. You think about the people who built this, who moved these stones, who aligned them so precisely. What did they know? What did they understand? They knew the solstices. Obviously. The alignment proves it. They knew when the longest day would occur, when the sun would reach its extreme. They tracked it. Year after year, generation after generation, built this monument to mark it, to celebrate it, to connect with it. But why? For calendars? To know when to plant? When to harvest? Maybe. Agriculture was new then, just being learned. Knowing the seasons would matter, would mean survival. Or was it religious? Was the sun a god? Were these stones a temple? A place to worship the light? To thank it for returning? To ensure it would return next year? Or something else? Something we cannot understand from here. From now. Maybe the stones marked territory, showed power, demonstrated what this tribe could do. Look. Look what we can move. Look what we can build. Respect us. Fear us. Join us. Or maybe it was about death. The nearby burial mound suggests this. Maybe Stonehenge was about the dead. About ancestors. About ensuring they would be remembered. Honored. That their spirits would be guided. To wherever spirits go. We do not know. Cannot know. The builders left no writing. No explanation. Just stones. Arranged. Aligned. Massive. Silent. But you feel something. Sitting here. Among them. A presence. Not supernatural. Not ghosts. Just history. Deep history. Human history. The weight of all the people who have stood here. Touched these stones. Looked at this sky. Connected to sun and stars and earth. 5,000 years. How many humans is that? How many generations? Hundreds. Thousands. All gone now. All dead. But they were here. Lived. Loved. Worked. Worried. Celebrated. Just like you. Just like everyone. The same hopes. The same fears. The same confusion about existence. About purpose. About death. And they built this. to last, to speak across time, to tell us we were here, we mattered, we understood something about the sky, about the sun, about cycles, about time. Remember us. And we do. We remember. We gather here. Every solstice. Every year. Thousands of us. From every continent. Every culture. To witness. To participate. To connect. With the past. With each other. With the cosmos. The drums continue. The chanting continues. The dancing continues. You close your eyes. Just listen. The sounds blend. Voices. Drums. Wind through the stones. A low moan. Constant. The stones sing in the wind. Have sung for millennia. Will sing for millennia more. You drift. Not quite asleep. Not quite awake. Suspended. Between earth and sky. Between past and present. Between known and unknown. This is a thin place. A place where boundaries blur. Where time feels different. Where anything seems possible. Hours pass. The sky lightens. Imperceptibly at first. Then more obviously. The indigo becomes lighter blue. The stars fade. Disappear. One by one. Reclaimed by daylight. The crowd stirs. Anticipation builds. People move to positions. To see. To witness. The moment. And then. There. On the horizon. Light. Gold. Orange. The rim of the sun. Rising. Exactly where the stones say it should. Exactly where it has risen every summer solstice for 5,000 years. Exactly where it will rise for 5,000 more. The light streams through the stones. Through the heel stone. Down the avenue. Into the circle. Illuminating. Transforming. The stones glow. The grass glows. Everything glows. People cheer. Cry. Embrace. This is the moment. The turning point. From now. The days will shorten. The sun will retreat. Winter will eventually return. But today is maximum light. Maximum warmth. Maximum life. And Stonehenge marks it. Has marked it. Will mark it. Patient. Silent. Eternal. Let that sunrise stay with you. As you drift into sleep. The ancient stones. The aligned light. The connection between earth and sun. Between past and present. Between human and cosmos. Sleep now. Knowing that cycles continue. That seasons turn. That what dies will be reborn. That light always returns. That sunrise always comes. The stones watch over you, as they have watched over countless sleepers, countless dreamers, countless seekers. For 5,000 years. Rest in their shadow, in their strength, in their patient eternal standing. All is cycles, all is return, all is as it should be. The solstice blesses you, the stones protect you, the sun rises, again and again and again. Sleep. Story 4, Atacama Desert Observatory. Chile, South America, Modern Era. You are in the driest place on Earth. The Atacama Desert. Northern Chile. Between the Pacific Ocean and the Andes. A thin strip of land where it never rains. Literally never. Some areas have not seen rain in recorded history. Not in hundreds of years. Maybe not in thousands. This makes it perfect. For astronomy. For observatories. No clouds. No moisture. No atmospheric interference. Just clear. Dry. Perfect air. And the darkest skies in the world. You are at ALMA. The Atacama Large Millimeter Array. The most complex ground-based observatory in existence. 66 radio telescopes. Working together. As one massive instrument. At an altitude of 16,000 feet. Higher than Mauna Kea. In the thin cold air where oxygen is scarce and stars are everywhere. It is afternoon. You arrived hours ago. Had to acclimatize. The altitude affects everyone. Headaches. Fatigue. Shortness of breath. You move slowly. Deliberately. Each action takes effort. Takes thought. But tonight is observing night. And you will stay awake. Despite the altitude. Despite the exhaustion. Because this sky. This perfect sky. Is worth it. The telescopes stand scattered across the plain. Giant white dishes. Each 20 feet across. Movable. They can be repositioned. Reconfigured. To create different arrays. Different observing patterns. They look like flowers. White flowers on the desert. Turning. Always turning. Following the sky. You are in the control room. Inside. Warm. Comfortable. Computers everywhere. Screens showing data. Images. Numbers streaming. Astronomers at work. Quiet. Concentrated. Directing the telescopes. Collecting data. From objects so distant the mind cannot grasp it. Galaxies. Billions of light years away. Light that left before Earth existed. Before the sun existed. Now arriving. Here. Tonight. Being captured by these dishes. But you are not here for the control room. You are here for the sky. For the view. For the experience of standing under the clearest, darkest sky on Earth. As twilight approaches, you dress warmly. Layers. Many layers. The altitude makes it cold. Desert cold. Dry cold. The kind that sneaks through any gap. Finds any exposure. You put on a hat. Gloves. A heavy coat. Ready. You step outside. The cold hits immediately. Sharp. Biting. But you barely notice. Because the sky is beginning. The sun has set. Twilight is fading. And stars are appearing. Not gradually. Not slowly. But rapidly. Everywhere. All at once. More stars than you have ever seen. More than you believed possible. Within minutes. The sky is full. Completely full. No gap without stars. The Milky Way is not a faint band. Not a subtle glow. It is bright. Vivid, dominant. Cutting across the entire sky. From horizon to horizon. You can see structure. Detail. Dark lanes. Bright clusters. The bulge at the center. Everything. All of it. Naked eye. Clear. Obvious. You walk away from the buildings. Away from any lights. Out into the desert. Just you and the sky. The ground is dirt and rock. Flat. Easy to walk. You find a spot. Sit. Lean back. Look up. And you understand why humans have always worshipped the sky. Why stars were gods. Why night was sacred. Because this is what they saw. Every night. Before cities. Before electricity. Before light pollution. This was their sky. This overwhelming, humbling, magnificent sky. The Southern Cross. Prominent. Clear. 4 bright stars. Forming a cross. Pointing to the south celestial pole. You have never seen it before. You are from the north. This constellation does not rise in your sky. But here. It is high. Obvious. Beautiful. The Magellanic Clouds. 2 of them. Large and small. Small satellite galaxies. Orbiting the Milky Way. They look like clouds. Detached pieces of the Milky Way. Floating. But they are not clouds. They are galaxies. Billions of stars. Each one. Visible. Bright. Clear. You can see colors. In the stars. Not imagined. Real. Blue stars. Red stars. Yellow. White. Each one a different temperature. A different age. A different fate. All visible. All obvious. If you know where to look. What you are seeing. A satellite crosses. Bright. steady, moving, not a star, human-made, reflecting sunlight from orbit. You watch it cross the Milky Way, cross the Southern Cross, a human mark on the cosmic canvas. Temporary, brief, but there. The Andromeda Galaxy. Wait. No. That is northern. Not visible from here. But there. Centaurus A. A galaxy in the southern sky. Visible. Faintly. To the naked eye. If you know where to look. If your eyes are dark adapted. If the sky is perfect. And tonight, all conditions are met. You stare at that faint fuzzy patch. And you think, that is a galaxy. 11 million light-years away. The light left that galaxy 11 million years ago. When humans were still apes. Still learning to walk upright. That light has been traveling through empty space for 11 million years. Just to reach you. Tonight. Here. And you are seeing it. With your eyes. With photons. Entering your retina. Creating signals. That your brain interprets. As light. As a galaxy. You are connected. To that galaxy. To those stars. By light. By photons. By the fundamental physics that governs the universe. Hours pass. The cold becomes irrelevant. The altitude becomes irrelevant. The discomfort becomes irrelevant. Because the sky, the perfect sky, demands attention, commands awe, makes everything else small. You notice the telescopes in the distance, the dishes, all pointed in the same direction, all aimed at some target, some object, too faint for eyes, but not too faint for technology. They listen, collect radio waves, microwaves, from objects so distant, so ancient, that their light has been stretched, redshifted, into wavelengths we cannot see, but can detect, can measure, can understand. What are they observing? You do not know. Some galaxy, some quasar, some molecular cloud where stars are being born. Or maybe just empty space. Searching for signals. For patterns. For anything that might indicate intelligence. That might suggest we are not alone. Are we alone? The question has haunted humans forever. Looking at this sky. At these billions of stars. At the billions more we cannot see. It seems impossible. That life arose only here. Only on Earth. Only on this one planet. In this one solar system. In this one galaxy. Among billions. But we do not know. Have not found proof. No signals. No messages. No visitors. Just silence. The vast cosmic silence, which is either comforting or terrifying, depending on your perspective. You prefer to think we are not alone. That somewhere out there, under other skies, other beings look up, wonder, ask the same questions, seek the same answers, feel the same awe at the vastness, the beauty, the mystery, and maybe, someday, we will meet, we'll communicate, we'll share what we have learned, what we have understood, about the universe, about existence, about the privilege and burden of consciousness. But until then, we look, we wonder, we observe, we build telescopes like these, point them at the sky, collect photons, collect data, piece together the story of the cosmos, of everything. The sky begins to lighten. Dawn. Already. The night passed in what felt like minutes, but was hours. The stars fade. Slowly. Reluctantly. Giving way to the sun. To the day. To a sky that will be blue. Empty. Quiet. But you know now. What is there? What waits? Behind the blue. Billions of stars. Billions of galaxies. An entire universe. Just waiting. For night. For darkness. For the chance to reveal itself again. Let that revelation stay with you. As you drift into sleep. The Atacama sky. The clearest sky. The most perfect window. Into infinity. Sleep now. Under stars. Under galaxies. Under the vast and patient universe. That has been here for billions of years. That will be here for billions more. You are part of it. Made of it. Star material. Cosmic dust. Conscious. Aware. Looking back at the cosmos. That made you. Rest in that connection. That belonging. That cosmic origin. You are home. Always home. Under the stars. The Atacama Desert blesses you. The telescopes watch over you. The universe continues. Patient. Eternal. Magnificent. Sleep. Story 5, Baghdad House of Wisdom. Iraq, 9th century CE. You are in Baghdad. The Golden Age. The 9th century. The Abbasid Caliphate at its height. When Baghdad was the richest city in the world. The most learned. The most advanced. When the House of Wisdom, Beit al-Hikmah, was the center of human knowledge. This is not a building like the others. Not a stone circle. Not a modern telescope array. This is something different. A combination. Observatory. Library. Translation house. Academy. All in one. Where scholars from across the world gather. To study. To translate. To discover. You are on the roof of the House of Wisdom. The city spreads below. Golden domes. Minarets. The Tigris River flowing through, dividing the city. Bridges connecting east and west. Gardens. Everywhere gardens. Green among the buildings. The city is beautiful. Prosperous. Alive. But you are here for the sky. For the astronomy. The scholars of Baghdad are the best in the world. They have translated Greek texts. Ptolemy. Euclid. Aristotle. They have inherited knowledge from Persia. From India. From China. And they are building on it. Advancing it. Creating new mathematics. New instruments. New understanding. An astrolabe sits on a table. Bronze. Intricate. Covered in engravings. Numbers. Lines. This device can solve any problem in spherical astronomy. Find the time. Find the direction to Mecca. Find the position of stars. All mechanical. All based on mathematics. Pure. Elegant. You pick it up. It is heavy. Solid. The brass is warm from the day's sun. You turn it. The parts move. Rotate. Click into place. Each part precisely made. Each angle exactly calculated. This is not just a tool. It is art. It is science. It is beauty and function unified. A scholar approaches. Old. White beard. White turban. Dark robes. He smiles. Gestures to the astrolabe. Speaks Arabic. You understand somehow. In this dream. This journey. You understand. Beautiful, is it not? This one was made by my student. He is learning. But he is skilled. See the precision? The balance? A good astrolabe is a treasure. Worth more than gold. Because gold only has value. But knowledge, understanding, these are priceless. He takes the astrolabe. Shows you how it works. Points to various parts. Explains. The reedy. The star map. The plates. One for each latitude. Interchangeable. Allowing the device to work anywhere. From Baghdad. From Cairo. From Cordoba. Anywhere scholars gather. Study. Learn. We stand on the shoulders of giants, he says. The Greeks gave us geometry. The Indians gave us zero. The Persians gave us algebra. And we add our part. We refine. We calculate. We understand more deeply. And someday, someone will stand on our shoulders. We'll take what we learned and add to it. This is how knowledge grows. One scholar, one generation at a time. The sun sets. The call to prayer sounds across the city. From 100 minarets. The haunting, beautiful call. Allahu Akbar. God is greatest. The scholar excuses himself. Goes to pray. You remain on the roof, watching the sky. Stars appear. Familiar stars. The same stars you have seen all along this journey. From Hawaii. From England. From Chile. The same stars humans have watched for thousands of years. But here, in Baghdad, they have names. Arabic names. Betelgeuse. Rigel. Aldebaran. Altair. Names still used today. Names given by scholars like these. Who studied? Who mapped? Who named? The scholar returns. Brings tea. Sweet. Spiced. You drink. He points to the sky. Begins naming. Explaining. That is Al-Jabbar. The giant. Orion. There is Al-Dabran. The follower. Following the Pleiades. There is Al-Nasr Altair. The flying eagle. Altair. Each star. Each constellation. Has story. Has meaning. Some from Greek myth. Imported. Translated. Others from Arab tradition. Desert tradition. Bedouin tradition. Stories of the sky. Passed down. Preserved. Now recorded. Written. Studied. We are mapping the heavens, the scholar says. Creating tables. Predicting where each star will be. At any date. Any time. This is difficult work. Requires years. Decades. Generations. But it is necessary. For navigation. For timekeeping. For understanding God's creation. He pauses. Looks at you. You see, in our faith, studying nature is worship. Understanding the cosmos is understanding the mind of the Creator. Every pattern we find. Every law we discover. Every truth we uncover. Is a testament to the divine order. The perfect mathematics underlying everything. So we study. Not despite our faith. But because of it. You think about this. Science and religion. Often portrayed as enemies. As opposites. But here. In Baghdad. In this golden age. They are partners. Allies. Religion provides motivation. Science provides method. Together they push understanding forward. Create knowledge. Benefit humanity. More scholars arrive. On the roof. Setting up instruments. A quadrant. For measuring angles. A sundial. For tracking time. An armillary sphere. a three-dimensional model of the celestial sphere. Beautiful, intricate, all brass and bronze, movable parts, rotating, demonstrating how the sky moves, how the planets wander, how eclipses occur. They work quietly, efficiently, each one taking measurements, recording in notebooks, numbers, angles, times, precise, methodical. The scientific method. Before it was called that. Before Europe rediscovered it. These scholars practiced it. Observation, hypothesis, testing, refinement, repeat. You watch, fascinated. This is human civilization at its best. Different cultures, different languages, different religions, all working together toward one goal. Understanding, not for power, not for conquest, just for knowledge, for the sake of knowing. The night deepens. More stars appear. The sky rivals the Atacama. Not quite as perfect. The city below provides some light, some interference, but still magnificent. The Milky Way arcs overhead. The zodiac stretched along the ecliptic. The planets, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, all visible, all being tracked, measured, predicted. Do you know, the scholar says, we have calculated the size of the Earth, the circumference, using only observations of the sun. Measurements of shadows at different latitudes, and mathematics, pure mathematics. No journey around the world, no ships, just thought, and observation, and calculation. He tells you the number in his units. You do not know how to convert. But you know. They were close. Remarkably close. To the true value. Measured centuries later by others who thought they were the first. But they were not. The scholars of Baghdad knew. Understood. Had calculated. Long before. This moment, this golden age, will not last. You know this. History knows this. The Mongols will come, will destroy, will burn the house of wisdom, will throw books into the Tigris. The river will run black with ink. 4 days. A civilization's knowledge. Destroyed. Lost. But not entirely lost. Some texts survived. Copied before the destruction. Taken to Cordoba. To Cairo. To other centers. The knowledge spread. Preserved. Eventually reaching Europe. Sparking the Renaissance. The scientific revolution. The modern world. Nothing is truly lost. Nothing truly dies. As long as someone remembers. As long as someone teaches. as long as knowledge is valued, protected, passed forward. The scholar seems to sense your thoughts. What we build here, he says, will outlast us. Will outlast this city. These buildings will fall. We know this. But the ideas, the mathematics, the understanding, these cannot be destroyed. They are eternal. They are truth. And truth endures. You stay until dawn. On that roof. Among those scholars. Under those stars. Absorbing. Learning. Understanding that human civilization is fragile. But human knowledge. Human curiosity. Human desire to understand. These are eternal. These survive. These connect us. Across centuries. Across cultures. Across the vast differences that seem to divide us. Let that connection stay with you. As you drift into deepest sleep. The Baghdad sky. The Golden Age. The scholars. The quest for knowledge. The unity of different peoples in common cause. Sleep now. Knowing that what humans learn, what humans understand, matters, endures, lives on. In students, in books, in the structure of reality itself, which does not change, which waits, patient, for humans to discover it. The house of wisdom blesses you. The scholars watch over you. The stars shine on. Constant. Eternal. Truth made visible. Rest in mathematics. In discovery. In the eternal human quest to understand the cosmos. To know truth. To touch the infinite. Sleep well. Under the Baghdad sky. Forever golden. Forever shining. Forever inspiring. Story 6, Arecibo Radio Telescope. Puerto Rico, Modern Era. You are in a jungle. Puerto Rican jungle. Tropical. Humid. Dense. Green everywhere. Trees. Vines. Birds calling. Insects humming. The air is thick. Warm. Wet. But you are not here for the jungle. You are here for what sits in it. Hidden. Unexpected. Impossible. A giant dish. 1,000 feet across. Set in a natural sinkhole. A crater. The Arecibo Radio Telescope. Until recently. The largest single-dish radio telescope in the world. You stand at the rim. Looking down. The view is staggering. The dish is enormous. So big it does not look real. Like something from science fiction. Like aliens built it. But humans built it. In 1963. During the space race. The Cold War. The age of optimism about science. About technology. About humanity's future in space. The dish is made of panels. Aluminum panels. thousands of them, forming a perfect spherical curve, all reflecting radio waves, focusing them on the receiver. The receiver hangs suspended above the center, held by cables, by towers, a huge triangular platform with antennas pointing down at the dish, collecting the focused waves. It looks delicate. It is not. It is massive. The platform weighs hundreds of tons. The cables are steel, thick, strong. But from here, from the rim, it looks fragile, like a spider's web, like it could blow away, could collapse. And it did collapse. Eventually. In 2020. After decades of service. The cables failed. The platform fell. The dish was destroyed. A monument to human ambition and engineering. Lost. Mourned by scientists worldwide. But tonight, you are here before the collapse. When it still works. Still listens. Still searches. The sky. You descend into the visitor center. Underground. Carved from rock. Inside is an exhibition explaining what Arecibo does, what it hears, what it searches for. It listens to pulsars, rapidly spinning neutron stars, remnants of supernovas. They emit radio pulses, regular, precise, like cosmic lighthouses. Arecibo detects them, studies them, uses them to test theories about gravity, about spacetime, about the fundamental nature of reality. It listens to galaxies, distant galaxies, billions of light years away. Their radio emissions tell stories about black holes, about star formation, about the structure of the universe itself. It searches for asteroids, near-Earth asteroids, potentially dangerous ones, using radar, bouncing radio waves off them, measuring their size, their orbit, their spin, warning us if something is coming. And it searches for something else, something more speculative, more hopeful. It searches for signals, intelligent signals, from other worlds, other civilizations. The SETI program. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Listening to billions of frequencies. Searching for patterns. For anything artificial. Anything that says, we are here. We exist. You are not alone. You take the elevator up to the observation deck. High above the dish. The jungle spreads around you. Green. Endless. But the dish dominates. Draws the eye. Impossible to ignore. Dusk falls. In the tropics. It falls fast. The sun sets. Bright orange. Into the jungle. Into the Caribbean. Gone. And immediately. Darkness. Deep tropical darkness. The kind where you cannot see your hand in front of your face. But the dish is lit. Floodlights. Illuminating it. For maintenance. For safety. It glows. White. Against the black jungle. Against the black sky. The stars appear. Not as many as in Chile. The humid air. The jungle. The lights. All interfere. But still. Enough stars. Enough to feel. The vastness. The possibility. You think about SETI. About listening for aliens. Is it futile? Are we alone? Or are we just not listening hard enough? Not looking in the right places? Not recognizing what we hear? The universe is vast. Unimaginably vast. Billions of galaxies. Each with billions of stars. Each star potentially has planets. Some of those planets must be like Earth. Must have water. Atmosphere. Life. And if life, then why not intelligent life? Why not civilizations? Why not technology? Why not radio signals? Why not something we can detect? The Fermi paradox. Named after the physicist. If aliens are likely, where are they? Why have we not heard? Why have we not been visited? Maybe they do not exist. Maybe life is so rare, so improbable, that Earth is unique, that we are alone. In all the universe. Just us. One planet. One species. That became conscious. That wonders. That searches. Or maybe they exist, but are too far. The universe is too big. The distance is too vast. Radio waves, traveling at light speed, still take millennia to cross the galaxy. If they send a signal, it might arrive after we are gone. After humanity has fallen. After Earth itself is dead. Or maybe they are silent. Intentionally. Hiding. Afraid. The galaxy might be a dark forest. Every civilization hiding. Because to reveal yourself is to risk destruction. Better to stay quiet. Stay hidden. Stay safe. Or maybe we are the first. Maybe intelligence is new. Rare. Maybe Earth is early in the history of the universe. And we are the elder civilization. The first to wonder. The first to search. The responsibility. The burden. To seed the galaxy. To spread life. To ensure the universe becomes conscious. Aware. These thoughts. Too big for the mind. The implications. Staggering. If we are alone. Then we carry the entire burden of consciousness, of intelligence, of meaning. If anything matters, it is because we make it matter. But if we are not alone, then we share the burden, share the journey. Somewhere, under other stars, other beings wonder. Other civilizations build telescopes. Listen, search, hope, and someday, maybe, a signal, faint, distant, but there, artificial, patterned, intentional. Hello. We are here. You are not alone. What would that mean? For humanity? For our self-understanding? For our place in the cosmos? Everything would change. Or nothing would change. Hard to know. Until it happens. The observation deck is quiet. You are alone. Everyone else has left. It is late. The jungle sounds louder now. Coqui frogs singing. The endless chirp, unique to Puerto Rico. Insects, a constant hum. Night birds calling, responding. But the dish is silent, or seemingly so. It listens at frequencies we cannot hear, to signals we cannot perceive, converting them to data, to numbers, to graphs, to understanding. You imagine the radio waves passing through you, through the dish, all the time, from space, from stars, from galaxies, invisible, inaudible, but real, carrying information, carrying history, carrying, perhaps, messages. Your body is transparent to radio waves. They pass through, unimpeded. You do not block them. Do not affect them. You are made of matter. But matter is mostly empty space. Atoms are mostly nothing. Electrons and nucleus, with vast emptiness between. Radio waves see the emptiness, pass through. So right now, radio waves from the galactic center, from the other side of the Milky Way, from tens of thousands of light years away, are passing through you, through your body, your brain, your thoughts, carrying information about events that happened before humans existed, before Earth existed, passing through, continuing. To where? To Andromeda Galaxy? To the edge of the observable universe? Where do they go? Do they go forever? These thoughts make you feel small, insignificant, but also part of something, connected to the cosmos, to everything. You are not separate, not isolated. You are in it, made of it, participating in it. The universe experiencing itself, knowing itself, through you. This is what Arecibo represents. This giant ear, listening to the universe. On behalf of humanity. On behalf of Earth. On behalf of the solar system. We listen. We wonder. We search. We hope. Not for practical gain. Not for profit. But for understanding. For contact. For meaning. The telescope is automated now. No astronomer needed on site. Computers run everything. From miles away. Or countries away. The telescope listens. Records. Sends data. Scientists analyze. Search for patterns. For meaning. In the noise. In the static. In the endless sea of radio waves washing over Earth. You stay until exhaustion overcomes you. The warm night. The drone of insects. The cosmic implications. All conspire. To make you drowsy. To make you ready. For sleep. For rest. You make your way down. Through the visitor center. Out to the parking lot. One last look. At the dish. At the platform. At the cables. Soon to fail. Soon to fall. But tonight. Still standing. Still listening. Still hoping. Let that hope stay with you. As you drift into deepest sleep. The Arecibo sky. The cosmic listening. The search for signals. The patience. The faith. That we are not alone. That somewhere. Someone else. Is listening too. Sleep now. Knowing that humans search. Humans wonder. Humans hope. For contact. For connection. For understanding. That we are part of something larger. Something cosmic. Something eternal. The radio telescope blesses you. The cosmic static sings you to sleep. The universe continues. Broadcasting. Receiving. Searching. Waiting. Rest in that search. In that patience. In that cosmic hope. You are heard. You are known. You are part of the signal. Part of the pattern. Part of the conscious universe. Sleep well. Under radio waves. Under starlight. Under the patient attention of the cosmos. That waits. That watches. That wonders. If we are ready. To meet. To connect. To join the cosmic conversation. Sleep. The universe holds you. Gently. Completely. Forever. And so our journey through the night sky ends. 6 observatories. 6 different ways of watching. Of wondering. Of connecting with the cosmos. We stood on Mauna Kea. Above the clouds. Above most of the atmosphere. Where stars shine steady. Clear. True. where the modern telescopes watch, record, measure, pushing back the boundaries of the known. We walked among the stone instruments of Jantar Mantar in India, where a king loved astronomy, loved mathematics, built monuments to measurement, to understanding, where science and art unite, where precision becomes beautiful. We sat at Stonehenge, among stones placed 5,000 years ago, aligned to the solstice, to the sun, to cycles we still honor, still celebrate, connecting us to ancestors, to the eternal dance of earth and light. We lay under the Atacama sky, the clearest sky, the darkest sky, where the Milky Way overwhelms, where galaxies visible to naked eye, where the universe reveals itself, undimmed, undimmed, complete. We stood on a Baghdad roof, in the Golden Age, among scholars, who translated, who calculated, who discovered, who preserved knowledge, who advanced understanding, who gave us so much. We still use, still honor, still build upon. And we descended into the jungle, to Arecibo, that giant ear, listening for signals, for patterns, for evidence that we are not alone, that intelligence is common, that consciousness is universal. 6 places, but one sky, the same stars, the same cosmos, the same questions. Why are we here? What is out there? How does it work? What does it mean? Are we alone? These questions have no easy answers, may never have answers. But we ask them anyway. Build observatories to ask them better, to see farther, to understand more. Because this is what humans do. We wonder, we search, we build, we question. We never stop, never accept ignorance, never accept mystery, without first trying to solve it, to understand it, to know it. And maybe that is enough. Maybe the search itself is the meaning, not the destination, but the journey, not the answer, but the question, not the knowing, but the wondering. You are part of this cosmic quest, this eternal search. Every time you look up, every time you wonder, every time you ask, why, how, what, you participate, you contribute, you matter. The universe needs conscious observers to know itself, to appreciate itself, to wonder about itself. And you are one observer, one consciousness, one questioning mind, in a universe of billions, or maybe just one. We do not know yet. But you are here, now, looking up, wondering. And that is beautiful. That is meaningful. That is enough. Let that be your last thought tonight. As you drift into deepest rest. You are a child of the cosmos. Made of stardust. Born from supernovas. Conscious. Aware. Looking back at the universe that made you. And the universe, through you, knows itself, appreciates itself, loves itself. Rest in that truth, that connection, that cosmic belonging. The observatories watch over you. The stars shine down on you. The cosmos holds you in vast gentle arms that have held every living thing that ever existed, that ever wondered, that ever looked up. Sleep now, under stars, under questions, under the infinite, patient, beautiful, mysterious cosmos that was here before you, will be here after you. But right now, in this moment, includes you, contains you, loves you. Sleep well, cosmic traveler, stardust philosopher, child of stars. The night sky blesses you. The observatories protect you. The universe embraces you. Sleep.